You want to hear something truly terrifying, like shining levels of scary? It's not that ghost in your office or the weird noise your coffee pot makes in the middle of the night. It's watching your company's cash burn, like Freddy Krueger slashing through your bank account in slow motion. I was talking to a founder last week who showed me his cash flow projections. Think less field of dreams and more nightmare on Startup Street. Here's the thing about cash burn. It's like every horror movie villain, relentless, unstoppable, and they keep coming back sequel after sequel after sequel. Kind of gets old after a while. But when it finally catches up, game over. But fear not, brave founders. Like any good horror movie survivor, I'm going to show you how to become your own final girl or guy, outsmarting the cash burning monster that is stalking your financial statements. First up, we want to make sure that we master the art of capital efficiency. Growth at all costs, which was so hot for so long, was out a couple of years ago, and capital efficient growth is in. So we want to master the art of capital efficiency. First up, channel your inner Ellen Ripley and get strategic. Your burn rate isn't just a number, it's a motion detector tracking the alien threat. And for many founders, the first place to look is CAC, customer acquisition cost. If you're spending $5,000 to acquire a customer that is worth 3,000, you're not running a business, you're starring in your own financial horror show. And spoiler alert, it doesn't end well. And you think that that doesn't really happen, but I see it all the time. And it's not because founders aren't smart, they're extremely smart, but they just don't know their numbers really well. They don't understand what goes in there. They don't understand how it's calculated. And they look at it and they go, wow, we're spending a lot more on this than it's worth. We got to fix it, right? High CAC is a serial killer and the number one issue that I'm hearing right now from new SaaS founders that we work with. And one of the first things that we do is slay that monster together. And so we've got to drive costs out of that model, really understand where is CAC today, what is that acquisition cost, and how do we become more capital efficient? How do we spend less to get more revenue? Second is to accelerate your cash conversion cycle. Think about that. Speed is your friend. Think less Night of the Living Dead shuffle, and more like World War Z sprint. Annual contracts paid upfront aren't just nice to have. They're your silver bullets. What are some ways to accelerate the sales cycle or options that help you get to cash faster? Speed absolutely wins. Create urgency through value, not scarcity. Discount expirations, that's so 1999. But quantify the cost of inaction. So many deals are lost to, close, no action. I see this all the time. Like half the deals that end up in the pipeline, close, no action. Like, well, what happened? There wasn't enough pain. There wasn't enough reason to take that action because they really don't understand the cost of inaction. Or if they do, then the value that they're getting from taking that action is not enough to overcome that cost of inaction. But you show them that cost of inaction and budget will materialize out of thin air. I've seen it time and time and time again. The third one is to build multiple revenue streams. Diversify your revenue streams. I'm all about focus, and that will never change. You want to be laser focused on the target market and the value that we deliver, and then diversify revenue streams. So it's kind of like stocking up for the zombie apocalypse. Core product, but then we want add-ons. We want professional services. We want partner revenues. Each one of these is another weapon in your survival kit. Transform your product from lone survivor to a full arsenal of revenue generators. And that's one of the reasons why net dollar retention is so critical. Because when the world is going crazy outside, you can tap into revenue inside your existing base. And it's absolutely there when you can cross sell and upsell, when you have more to go back and sell those existing clients. But here's the plot twist: 82% of startups join the startup graveyard because of cash flow problems. 82%. I mean, four out of five. It's crazy. And it's not because they were cursed with a bad product or because they ran out of runway faster than the friends in Final Destination. So here's your mission. Brave founders, yeah, choose one of these survival strategies and implement it this week. Don't try to fight every monster at once. I mean, yeah, even the Avengers started with one battle at a time. But remember, in this spine tingling world of startups, cash isn't just king. It is the difference between being the hero of your story or, ending up on the cutting room floor. So head out there, fire up that revenue factory if you dare. Cue the John Carpenter soundtrack here. Got some funny horror movie references as they relate to business and entrepreneurship? Drop them below. And the funnier or punnier, the better. Well, y'all be safe this week and don't let those political ads scare you too much.